Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the New York Times' Higher Ed Leaders Forum, our annual symposium of college and university presidents, chancellors, provosts, and other prominent higher ed decision makers. Now in its fourth year, this conference is a special opportunity to share on the most urgent issues in education, develop practical strategies to help you lead more efficiently, and create the space for you to make new connections and meet some allies. Supporting education is core to the mission of the Times, and it's something that's been important to my family going back to my grandmother Ivagene's dogged efforts in the 1940s to persuade colleges and high schools to require American history courses. Of course, education is even more of a lightning rod today than it was in her day. From student success and affordability, to free speech, diversity and inclusion, to campus unrest, to new technologies, to the potential impacts of the Trump administration, there is no shortage of big, thorny issues facing higher ed today. That is why we at the Times devote significant resources to investigating the web of complex issues facing our education system. Earlier this month, reporters Elizabeth Harris and Josh Katz unpacked the previously obscured factors that contributed to New York City's segregated school system. You've likely followed our coverage of DACA and Dreamers in the past months. I hope you'll continue to look to us to provide context and understanding about the issues facing campuses, including the ever-rising cost of tuition and how government is confronting the student debt crisis. The issues are complex and often highly charged. We know there are no easy answers. But given the enormous stakes, we also know that we must keep pushing forward to ensure the American higher education system remains the envy of the world. This forum is a place to ask tough questions and search for answers. That's why we've invited some of our most thoughtful and well-known journalists here to guide the discussion. Our host today is Frank Bruni, op-ed columnist and the author of the best-selling book, Where You Go Is Not Who You'll Be, an antidote to the college admissions mania. Frank has earned a reputation as an authoritative and provocative voice on all aspects of education. Many of you heard from him last night in conversation with University of Chicago Institute of Politics Director and former Obama strategist David Axelrod. And I'm sure you'll enjoy hearing more from him throughout the day. Last night, I hope you caught the amazing conversation between our top editors, Dean Baquet, our executive editor, deputy managing editor Rebecca Blumenstein, our national editor Mark Lacey, as they spoke with our Washington bureau chief, Elizabeth Buemiller, on the vital role of journalism in an era when truth is so easily and cynically obscured. And if that wasn't enough, you'll also hear from David Gellis, our new corner office columnist, investigative reporter Stephanie Saul, op-ed writer and editor Barry Weiss, and political reporter Kate Zernike. Now, just a few housekeeping notes. A key part of today's program is the lunch roundtable discussions we've curated to help you explore key issues in education. Each table discussion will be led by a prominent subject matter expert to help navigate this conversation. If you have not signed up for your table at lunch, please be sure to do so when you have a break this morning. And let me also, of course, thank our sponsor, without whom none of this would be possible, the Carnegie Corporation of New York, which we are grateful for and thank for their support for this special event. So let's get started. We appreciate you joining us, and we're confident you'll find today's discussions not just informative, but also invigorating and enlightening. Our next panel was to be moderated by Washington Bureau correspondent Erica Green, but unfortunately she is now unable to attend this year's conference. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome to the stage Senator Lamar Alexander, chairman of the Senate's Education Committee, and political reporter Kate Zernike. Thank you. Thank you.